Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
Sun as new as sunrise. The various incarnations happened, gave a breakthrough to consciousness and gave opening to the next level. My responsibility is to introduce new consciousness which manifests powers of Sadashiva. As Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. I have experienced Sadashiva in his completion, and he has empowered me to transmit that experience to all of you. It's my commitment to all of you. I'll make you experience and manifest Sadashivatva, powers and state and space of Sadashiva. When you manifest powers, naturally the state of Sadashiva and space of Sadashiva starts manifesting in you. More power manifestation, more integrity, more unclutching, more nirvikalpa samadhi, more joy, more restful awareness, more responsibilism, more enrich, more bliss. This tradition has a capacity to retain its authenticity and originality. My purpose is to make this statement to the world. Hinduism is real. Ideas move from mind to mind. Energy moves from space to space. Cognitions move from body to body. That is why even Sadashiva needs a body. He assumed the body because he needs body to transmit these cognitions to you. Whatever I am doing is reviving the original science as expressed in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Vedas and Agamas of the Hindu tradition. Given by Sadashiva, received by Devi, adopted by Vishnu to run this universe is Agama. Agamas insist on us serving beyond our frame. Whatever experience, anubhuti I had by my Guru's grace, Atma Pramana, I do acid wash with Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, the ancient masters' experiences. Whatever finally stand, I share it with the world as Sakshi Pramana. I welcome everyone for the grand feast of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Let us go on contributing. The first and foremost sacred secret I want you to know: integrity is falling in love with your higher personality. Understand? You do have Sadashivatva in you. You are hardwired for it. It's not that your Sadashivatva is gift from somebody. No. Understand? Just like how when you fall asleep, you put an alarm and tell the alarm, hey, wake me up tomorrow morning. Same way, that's exactly the way I sent my gurus. I sent my gurus to the planet Earth ahead of me and said, hey, I am coming. Wake me up when I assume the human body. My alarm clocks were my gurus. Hey, wake me up. Understand? They just reminded me to fall in love with my higher personality, Sadashiva. I started my public life in a very young age. Immediately after 12, after I realized my enlightenment, I took my first Padayatra as per my Guru's instruction. That Padayatra is my first enriching Padayatra. See, I should say, I started organized public life in 2000. But my public life started when I was 12. How I started my public life? One person at a time. I'll walk from village to village, sit, spend some time, and small boy, naturally people will be curious, all alone. They will come and try to talk to me. Then I'll start talking to them and start enriching. Whatever little way I know. It was a raw, crude, ground level way. One person at a time. So I decided I am going to start my own way. One person at a time.
என்னுடைய ரூம் பக்கத்து ரூம் தான் அவர் இருந்தாப்புல. ஒரு சின்ன இரும்பு பெட்டி ஒன்று இருக்கும். அந்த இரும்பு பெட்டியில தினந்தோறும் காலையில் 5 மணிக்கு எழுந்துக்குள்ள ஒரே நபர் எங்க ஹாஸ்டல்லே முதல் நபர் அவராக தான் இருப்பாரு. குளிச்சுட்டு வந்துட்டு தினந்தோறும் பூஜை செய்வாப்புல. பூஜை செய்து விட்டுட்டு யாரெல்லாம் அவர்கிட்ட போயிட்டு ஆசீர்வாதம் கேட்கிறாரோ அவர் திண்ணூர் வச்சு இன்றைய நாள் நன்றாக இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எல்லாருக்கும் ஆசீர்வாதம் பண்ணுவாப்புல.
ஏன் அவர் சிரிச்சுட்டே தான் இருக்கிறாரு. ஆனால் அந்த சிரிப்பினுடைய அர்த்தம் எனக்கு இப்போதான் கரெக்டாக புரியுது. ஏன்னா அது ஒரு தெய்வீக சிரிப்புன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த தெய்வீக சிரிப்பை என்னால் இப்பவும் நல்லா உணர முடியும்.
ரூம்குள்ள வந்துட்டாருன்னா ஒண்ணு சும்மாவே இருக்க மாட்டாரு, புக் எடுத்து படிப்பாரு, இல்ல அந்த சிலைகளுக்கான அலங்காரங்கள் பண்றது இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாரு. இல்லைன்னா எந்நேரம் பார்த்தாலும் ஒரு அந்த மெடிடேஷனோ இல்ல வேற ஒரு பாவ நிலையிலையோ ரூம்குள்ளேயே நடந்துட்டு இருப்பாரு. இதுக்காக ஒர்க்கையும் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண மாட்டாரு. ஒர்க் டைம் வந்தா அதுல இருந்து இறங்கி வந்து உடனே வேலைக்கு போவாரு. வேலைக்கு போயிட்டாருன்னா அங்க சிரிச்சு பேசி ஜாலியா இருந்து அதே நேரத்துல உன்னிப்பா கவனிக்கிறது.
Parivrajaka Yatra happens only when you move out of joy. I tell you, I was moving like a banyan leaf in the breeze. When a leaf falls from the tree, in the breeze how it moves. That's the way I moved in my life. That is why my Parivrajaka, even to remember, is a joy for me. I tell you, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So most smartest strategy is hard work with integrity. That's all. That's the most smartest strategy. I decided, let me sit and start doing, start empowering, start enriching. Actually, that is the way I remember me even now. When I close my eyes, I don't remember me sitting in a golden throne. When I close my eyes, I only remember the boy, village boy with a stick on his shoulder, a kamandalu. Before Hindus could recognize, I have created a very powerful enlightenment ecosystem. Everywhere, spiritual awakening is happening, enlightenment is happening. People are manifesting enlightenment, manifesting powers, everything. Kailasa, is reviving the enlightenment ecosystem. The Kailasa will be the place where almost million power manifestors are living and running. At least 10 million temples and monasteries, which are spiritual embassies of Paramashiva, and reviving this enlightenment, power manifesting civilization. Kailas is a place where everything related to superconsciousness is revived. All the sampradaya, all the spiritual ecosystems. Kailasa is a place where everything related to superconsciousness is revived. All the sampradaya, all the spiritual ecosystems created for enlightenment will be revived. And established in such a way, it never gets lost again. There forever serving the humanity.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्।
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यमामि. We offer our humble obeisance, our humble pranam at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. And we welcome all the viewers across the world, wishing you an auspicious Suprabhatam and good morning to you all. For those of you tuning in for the first time to Kailasha's Nithyananda TV, welcome to the official TV channel for Sri Kailasha, the only and greatest Hindu nation in the world. His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam is the reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightened civilization, and the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. His Divine Holiness is an avatar from and is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness has made science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities for humanity. Sovereign order of Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, and Hindu diaspora, are working for global peace and to give a super consciousness breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University is the largest university with extended campuses in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, and spreading and reviewing, reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and the 64 sacred arts and sciences like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, and Vastu. His Divine Holiness is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pitam, the ancient apex body of Hinduism, and the present emperor of Surya Vamsha Surangi Samrajyam. His Divine Holiness has survived the worst persecution of many assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. To explore the videos, you can visit Kailasha's Nithyananda YouTube channel. Spread the message of Sri Kailasha, share this satsang, and let's enrich and enrich. In Hinduism, we recognize the happening of incarnations on planet Earth. Every few thousands of years, the superconsciousness energy decides to manifest in a physical plane and relate with all of us to give the breakthrough which is needed at this time. This happened with all the physical breakthroughs of life, like walking on the land for the first time, walking on two legs for the first time, developing manifested on planet Earth in order to lead life at the time to the next evolutionary breakthrough consciousness. Today, there are millions that recognize Paramashiva has come down to planet Earth once again in the form of His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, whom we fondly refer as Swamiji. He manifested this grand Leela of his life for each and every one of us to be part, to have super consciousness breakthrough. Swamiji has taken this physical form and come down from Kailasha itself. Now that Swamiji is here, we can celebrate his happening on planet Earth and spread the message of Sri Kailasha. We invite all the viewers to share this link all with all of on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other social media platforms. As we continue in the Satsang introduction and get prepared for Swamiji's Satsang, Swamiji beautifully tells us, please understand the only practice which can destroy self-doubting pattern is enriching others. You cannot complete with your self-doubt. You need to understand how much our completion you try to do, you will suspect, you will have doubt even with that completion. How will you clear? Ramakrishna says beautifully, if somebody is possessed by ghost, you can throw sesame seeds on them and drive the ghost away. But if the ghost enter the sesame seed, how will you drive the ghost using the sesame seed? He is sitting inside the sesame seed. So if you have an incompletion, you can do the completion process and complete it and get rid of it. Get rid of all the incompletions. But the self-doubt is such, the doubt in the very completion process itself. So the incompletion has entered into your completion. Then how that completion is going to remove the incompletion? The one and the only way to get rid of self-doubt is enrich, enrich, and enrich. Enriching others. Enriching is not marketing. Enriching is not converting. Because converting others, the result is external. Marketing is the result. The result is external. For the sake of the results outside, you do marketing or converting, but here with enriching, the results are inside. Before proceeding with the rest of the satsang today, let us understand what Swamiji has been revealing to all of us in the recent satsang on ongoing pralaya.
I operate not with any vested interest other than simply serving the human beings, supporting all of you in your superconscious breakthrough. I have one more video today to be presented to all of you. Please watch this, then I will continue the satsang. So yesterday I showed a video. The essence of that is universe is not only expanding, the expansion is accelerated. Now I am giving you next video. Please watch this. Then I will continue the satsang and expand it.
How many people know the facts of Ravana, the captor of Sita in the Indian epic of Ramayana? However, less known are the incredible achievements of his father-in-law, the king Maya. According to legend, the Hindu god Surya revealed to Maya a very specific knowledge of the cosmos, presumably to allow people on earth to worship him better. This series of treatises is known as Surya Siddhanta and is the oldest astronomy book in existence. It is surprisingly accurate. In fact, it is the oldest book in the world that describes the earth as a sphere, but not flat, with gravity being the reason for the objects to fall on earth, etc. Hindu tradition says that Surya Siddhanta is 2 million years old. Vedic tradition holds that in an oral form. It is believed that the current version available is more than 2,500 years old, still making it the oldest astronomy book in the world. The Surya Siddhanta is an incredible testimony of the advanced thinking of ancient Indians. In this text, one can find the roots of trigonometry, as well as essential mathematical inventions, such as standard notation and the decimal system. In addition, the text describes gravity for a millennium before Sir Isaac Newton developed his theory in 1687. Explain the sidereal revolutions and how planets move eastward. Accurately calculate the size and position of distant planets, the duration of a tropical year, and the amount of the time that has passed since its creation. Finally, in this discussion about how time passes at different speeds in different circumstances, it contains the seeds of relativity. Some excerpts from Surya Siddhanta. The average duration of the tropical year is 365.2421756 days, which is only 1.4 seconds shorter than the modern value of 365.2421904 days. The average duration of the sidereal year, the actual duration of the revolution of the Earth around the Sun, such as 365.256627 days, which is approximately the same modern value of 365.2566305 days. This has been the most accurate estimate for the duration of the sidereal year anywhere in the world for over 1,000 years. Not content to limit measurement to Earth, Surya Siddhanta also establishes the moment and the diameter of the planets. For example, the estimated diameter of Mercury is 3008 miles, an error or less than 1% of the currently accepted diameter of 3032 miles. It also estimates the diameter of Saturn as 73,882 miles, which again has an error of less than 1% of the standard notation of the currently accepted diameter of 74.580. In addition to inventing the decimal system, the zero of the standard notation, which gave ancient Indian the ability to calculate billions when the rest of the world struggled with 120, Surya Siddhanta also contains the root for trigonometry. Use sine jaya, cosine khojya, or perpendicular sine and reverse sine utkarm jaya for the first time. The objects fall to the earth due to an attractive force of the earth. Therefore, the earth, the planets, because in Prasannopanishad, the Surya Siddhanta also goes into the detailed discussion about time cycle, and that time flows differently in different circumstances. The roots of relativity. This work shows that spirituality has to do with the search for the truth, and that science is a path as valid for God as living in a monastery. It is the search for the truth that will eventually lead one ultimately to God.
Listen. Knowledge empowers you, makes you respond differently to the world and problems of the world. Same way, consciousness empowers you. When you are inspired, when you are excited, when you are initiated, when you start practicing power manifestation, the consciousness you experience empowers you, makes you respond completely differently in a very powerful way for the happenings of the outer world.
As we all gather for the Nithyananda Satsang today, let us take a few moments to remember and align ourselves to the ultimate purpose of our lives, which Swamiji has come down for. There are innumerable reasons why His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam happened on planet Earth. He happened to cause the next evolutionary breakthrough for life on Earth. He happened to cause the Satya Yuga once again. He happened for the fulfillment of consciousness itself. He happened for the entire humanity, and he happened exclusively for you at the same time. Ultimately, the true reason behind the happening of the avatar is nothing but pure compassion. The realization will happen to you after understanding the full life story of the avatar, all his gifts for humanity, and all his sacrifices. The avatar of Paramashiva happened on planet Earth for you, exclusively for you. to realize that you are Paramashiva. In this global circumstances, when and if the panic and fear is trying to touch us, the easiest solution which is available for all of us is the simple feeling connection and the simple feeling devotion to the Guru. The autobiography of the avatar is the best way to nurture that feeling connection with Swamiji and begin holding it on our inner space. Today, we will be continuing our journey in the autobiography of the avatar. We have been introduced to the yogi who made Swamiji as a yogi. At a mere age of 3, Yogananda Puri or Raghupati Yogi. One can go on and on remembering the Leelas of Swamiji with his yoga guru Yogananda Puri. There are countless stories, incidences with Yogananda Puri which we can go into and still so much being revealed. Now, it was Yogi Yogananda Puri who taught Swamiji the Patanjali Yoga Sutras for the first time. After teaching, Yogananda Puri organized the first ever public discourse that Swamiji took at the age of around 10 or 11 years old. Among Swamiji's gurus, the blessed group of great enlightened beings are Isakki Swamigal. From 1960 to 1980, hospitals began to lose business in and around Tiruvannamalai. When asked why, they pointed to a great Siddha living in Tiruvannamalai named Isakki Swamigal. He would prescribe the simplest things such as a rock from Arunachala, a mud from a great hill, and one or two ways of walking around Arunachala. By the time they were done, the element they had was completely eradicated from their body. Like this, he sent hundreds upon hundreds of people around Arunachala to the point where they formed human garland around the sacred hills. After all of this, Isakki Swamigal was pivotal during the childhood of Swamiji. Isakki Swamigal was a Siddha who lived without food. He was an Avadhuta. Avadhuta means no food, no water, no clothes. He stayed in Samadhi all the time. He was a Mahan, a great being. He was a great Tapasvi and a great enlightened being who is still worshipped and revered in Tiruvannamalai. Isakki Swamigal had only two initiated disciples, only one initiated disciple, Mata Vibhudananda Puri, also called Kuppammal. Just as he was the only initiated disciple of his own guru, this lineage is called Arunachala Sampradaya, starting with the Adi Guru, the first ever Guru, Arunachala himself. And it is unique for passing down the sacred teachings from one Guru to one chosen disciple. Mataji Vibhudananda Puri would later initiate Swamiji himself as the next inheritor of this great lineage. Swamiji lived around Isakki Swamigal for 6 years. He says, I have never seen him eating or drinking or sleeping. No regular activities. I have never seen him having a regular sleep. He never used to even close. He was continuously overflowing, bubbling with joy. He doesn't need anything from the outer world. He is just completely fulfilled. Isakki Swamigal Samadhi is located in a place called Panchamukha, where the 5 hillocks of Arunachala are seen at once. It was in this place where Swamiji recalls so many sweet incidences with Isakki Swamigal and Kuppamal. Now we can watch Swamiji narrate a sweet incident from his life, which he remembers about Isakki Swamigal.
I remember once certain Nevedyam, temple Nevedyam was brought in Tiruvannamalai, that always this wandering monks will come. One sadhu from Puri Jagannath brought the Mahaprasadam, that rice. And Kuppam and the devotee brought, and they were sitting in a place called Panchamukham. In Tiruvannamalai, the hill appears as Mahasadashiva with a 5 face. The place is called Panchamukham. You will see 5 hillocks beautifully. Sadashiva's 5 faces. So all the 3 were sitting. I was collecting the small thani bush wood to burn, because it was getting cold. It was evening, getting cold. So I thought I'll collect all the thani bush and put the fire for them to feel comfortable. You can see, yes. This is the Panchamukham. I think the photograph is showing only 4. It will be actually 5. If the full view is shown, it will be 5. Beautifully the Satyojata, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Agora, Ishan, all the 5 faces Mahadeva shows is Panchamukham. And we were not sitting on the foothill, just little above. From our ashram, straight you can walk, and there is an internal path to this place. So we were sitting, and I was collecting all the thani bushes to make fire. One beautiful thing is that hill itself is a fire. Any old stone of that hill, if you get and rub, you will get fire. You will get the sparks. You just need to get the old stones of Tiruvannamalai, which will not be like a stone color. It will be like a yellowish color, because it was the hill was embodiment of fire. So if you pick up those stones and rub them, you will get that sparks, and that's the way we used to make the fire. And I was collecting. One devotee brought this Puri Jagannath Prasad and put it at their feet, and the way he presented, it was so with so much of devotion and love. They decided to eat, and they started eating, and they asked me also to eat. It was looking very hard. I said, how can I eat this and digest? Isakki Swami made a very beautiful statement. If it is brought in front of you, your stomach is empowered to digest it. The kind of a surrender and floating on the surrender every moment. I think in his whole life he never hit a rock. The so-called, what you say, disillusionment or a so-called reality. I think throughout his life he lived in ecstasy. Ecstasy of that surrender, where you are taken care, supported, no conflict between inner and outer space.
It's very difficult for a common man to grasp that space possible. It was very powerful word. The moment he uttered, it just clicked with me.
For Isaki Swamigal, the chosen disciple was Mata Vibhudananda Puri, also called Kuppammal. The Mata Vibhudananda Puri was a tremendously powerful, enlightened being. She too was born in Tiruvannamalai and lived an extraordinary life. She was the avatar's paternal grandmother, Anasuya Ammal's friend. At a very young age itself, she found Isaki Swamigal as her guru and learned from him. Though she was forced into marriage by her family, she remained chaste to the truths that she held. She, she explored Vedanta and Tantra with the avatar. Swamiji remembers that he had a deep relationship with Mata Vibhudananda Puri. That relationship was a big turning point in his life. She is the one who caused a huge impact in his life. Mata Vibhudananda Puri was a yogini from birth. She did not speak till the age of 8, till she was 21. Physical maturity did not happen due to the power of her pranayama, the power of her tapas. She had the direct darshan of Devi Rajarajeshwari at a young age as well. She used to do puja and meditation every day. The alchemy science, very systematic science of infusing the higher energy and preparing your body and keeping it ready, capable of holding the higher energies. The Kulisha, which is supposed to be the source, the soul, the consciousness. Actually, it represents your body. The science and the system is based on Kamika Agama. The Kamika Agama and some of the great siddhis and siddhas like Agastya and Satyamuni, Vamadeva, Kapila explain this science in a detailed form in a scripture called Valai Pusai Vidhi. Valai means Bala Devi, Adi Shakti. Puja Vidhi means the methodology of worshipping and invoking Adi Shakti, the primal universal mother, in your body and mind. This is not a black magic. A lot of wrong understanding has been spread about Hindus using the term black magic or witchcraft. All that is a lie. It has nothing to do with black magic or witchcraft. It is purely spiritual alchemy sciences from original Agamas and Vedas. from original Vedic agamic traditions. Without this spiritual alchemy processes, no spiritual or religious techniques or tradition is successful. The religions who try to achieve the higher planes of consciousness just using the mind and mind related techniques miserably fail. They will try the repetition of God's name, the remembrance of God and His quality, or even the remembrance of God and His qualities. They will try contemplating and meditating on the glories. They're trying to achieve Bhava Samadhi, trying to achieve higher Samadhi. Though all mind-based methodologies, but when they do not adopt the spiritual alchemy sciences, they will miserably fail. So some of the religious traditions which saw that higher opening and were not able to hold that same in their system fell into heavy depression, starting using drugs such as marijuana. They expected that marijuana will give the experience back that they had. This is the biggest mess that happened. All the new age groups in the modern day, the new age spirituality, and the groups which uses marijuana, psychedelic drugs for psychedelic experiences, all of them fall under this category. They do something which is mind-based, psychological, and get glimpses of higher plane, but are unable to retain it because there is no spiritual alchemy process done to their body, and body was not prepared to hold it. Keeping the higher experiences in your system needs a systematic preparation through spiritual alchemy process. Even a small thing, Swamiji says, when I give an energy darshan and you go down from the stage, immediately if you consume honey and tulsi or honey and betel leaf, bay leaf, the energy darshan will settle down permanently in you forever. Even if you miss 20 minutes, the whole thing will be drained. You are back again as if you spoke to your spouse just now. Even if I work and raise you to the highest state of consciousness for 10 hours, 10 minutes on one phone call with your spouse is enough. You are back to square zero. Simple things like honey and bay leaf open certain nervous capacity in your brain. There are certain signals in your brain which hold the memory of the energy darshan experience as a living bio-memory. Any memory which becomes a living memory, it becomes bio-memory. Along with the memory, the consciousness is also held inside your system. All the spiritual alchemy processes are nothing but supporting you and helping you to retain your higher plane and the consciousness happening in your system. Swamiji continues to say that do not ever think that without the spiritual alchemy processes, you will be able to retain spiritual experience happening inside you. You can retain only when the spiritual alchemy process is done and you are prepared properly. The first day of Skanda Sasti Brahmosam is the day Subramanya was born. He was expressed through the third eye of Paramashiva from all the five faces. Satyodata, Tatpurusha, Aghora, Vamadeva, Ishana, from the third eye of all the five faces. And the sixth face, the unborn, faceless space, the energies of Subramanya were made. The Adi Shakti held the whole thing together. The biomemory of Adi Shakti and bioenergy of Paramashiva were too powerful to hold together till the baby was delivered. So Ganga came to help. She acted as a spiritual incubator, adding muscle memory to this Garbha. So the bioenergy of Paramashiva and biomemory of Adi Shakti and muscle memory of Ganga put together is the completion of Paramashiva, the Subramanya, the Lord Subramanya. He is the completion, the complete manifestation of Paramashiva. Paramashiva sent his own DNA first to the universe to expand and multiply in the form of Subramanya. He is the first DNA of Paramashiva. Directly from Paramashiva's five faces, third eyes, and the sixth space. That is why even Paramashiva has only five faces, but Subramanya has got six. Subramanya is a lord of spiritual alchemy science. His whole birth happened as the spiritual alchemy. He is the master of the spiritual alchemy science. Subramanya himself appeared before the avatar and delivered these truths. Swamiji says, before my gurus made me manifest the spiritual alchemy science, I was put through the Kaumara sadhana, the experience in Kumara, the Subramanya, on Skanda Sashti day. During these 6 days, the sadhana involved not eating anything, making the Subramanya yantra. Subramanya yantra is the diagram representing and carrying Subramanya's energy on sacred ash and worshipping it, and reciting the Skanda Sashti Kavacham, the hymn for receiving the protection of Subramanya, and the Moola mantra, the Subramanya's invocation mantra, 36 times. It was a spiritual practice that I was personally initiated into by Vibhudananda Puri. Not only did I complete it successfully, I had the direct darshan of Subramanya and received this whole spiritual alchemy science as a gift. This is the one of the most powerful spiritual experiences I had. After all, after that, till I started my public life, I never missed this Kanda Sashti Vrata. Subramanya is the lord of spiritual alchemy process. That is why the greatest spiritual alchemists, the 18 Siddhas, all consider themselves as the descendants of Subramanya and revere him as the guru of their sampradaya, the sampradaya tradition. What's more, the most spiritual product anyone can possibly develop on planet Earth is Navapashana. Subramanya standing on Palani hill. The Subramanya deity is made of Swamiji's biological brother. Remembers this austere practice which he and Swamiji did at young age. Let's watch that interview.
கந்த சஷ்டி விரதம் எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கிறது எப்படி முடிக்கிறதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. அட் ஏ டைமில் எல்லா வார்த்தையும் தொண்டையில் வந்து நிற்குது. ஓகே, ஸ்டெப் பை ஸ்டெப்பாக. டே 1 தீபாவளி முடிஞ்சு அடுத்த நாள் வந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும் அந்த கந்த சஷ்டி விரதம். அன்றைக்கி ஆரம்பிச்சுன்னா அதுக்கு அடுத்த நாளே என்ன பண்ணுவோம், எனக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் இருக்குது. ஒரு தடவை பகவான் வந்து மாலை போட்டு அதுக்கு வந்து விரதம் இருந்திருக்காரு. ஏன்னா அந்த மாலை வாங்கிறதுக்கு கூட ஒரு தடவை நான் போயிருக்கேன். நான் அந்த மாலை போட்டு 6 நாள் வந்து விரதம் இருப்பார். 6 நாள் விரதம் இருக்கும்போது வீட்டில் எப்படின்னா அதிகாலை வந்து அந்த பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தத்தில் வந்து எழுந்திருக்கணும். பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தத்தில் எழுந்து பூஜை பண்ணுவார், விநாயகர் பூஜை பண்ணுவார். விநாயகர் பூஜை பண்ணதுக்கப்புறமே வந்து கந்த சஷ்டி கவசம் வந்து பாடுவார் அம்மாவோட சேர்ந்து. கந்தர் அனுபூதியும் பாடுவாங்க, அதுவும் அம்மாவோட சேர்ந்து. வீட்டில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அப்போ வந்து ரொம்ப காலையிலையும் மாலையிலும் விரதம் இருக்குன்னா ரொம்ப எளிமையாக பாலும் பசும்பாலும் பழமும் வாழைப்பழமும் இதுதான் சாப்பிடுவாங்க காலையிலையும் இரவும். ஸோ வீட்டுக்குள்ளே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த 6 நாளும் இதுதான் வந்து ரொட்டீனாக வந்து ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவாங்க. காலையில் எழுந்திருப்பாங்க, பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தத்தில் குளிப்பாங்க, விநாயகர் பூஜை பண்ணிவிட்டு கந்த சஷ்டி கவசமும் கந்தர் அனுபூதியும் பாடுவாங்க. பாடினதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் அம்மா வந்து அடுப்பவே பற்ற வச்சு பால் கொதிக்க வைப்பாங்க. ஸோ இந்த ரொட்டீன்லாம் முடித்ததுக்கப்புறம் தான் அம்மா வந்து பாலே வந்து அடுப்பே வந்து பற்ற வைப்பாங்க இந்த 6 நாளும். அது முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் காலையில் வந்து பெரிய கோயிலுக்கு போயிட்டு கம்பத்தினார் கோயில் ஒன்று இருக்கும். அதாவது ராஜகோபுரத்துன்னு நீங்கள் உள்ளே நுழையும் போது இடது பக்கம் கம்பத்தினார் கோயில் இருக்கும். அந்த கம்பத்தினார் கோயில் தான் அருணகிரிநாதருக்கு முருகர் வந்து காட்சி கொடுத்த ஒரு ஸ்தலம். அந்த இடத்துல மட்டும்தான் வந்து அருணகிரிநாதர் முருகப்பெருமான உடலோட பார்த்த ஒரே ஸ்தலம் அதுதான். அந்த ஸ்தலத்தில் போய் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, மொத்தம் அந்த 6 நாளைக்கு வந்து 108 தடவை வந்து அந்த அருணகிரி அந்த கம்பத்தினார் கோயிலை வந்து சுற்றி வருவாங்க. எய்தர் நமக்கு வந்து ஒரே ஒரு நாளுக்கு வந்து 18 தடவை சுற்றுவாங்க, இல்லையா வந்து அந்த கடைசி நாள் வந்து 108 தடவை ஒன்றா வந்து சுற்றுவாங்க. இதில் என்னென்னா எனக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் இருக்குது, ஒரு தடவை டெய்லி 18 தடவையும் சுற்றுவார். அந்த 6ஆவது நாள் வந்து 108 தடவையும் வந்து சுற்றுவார். அந்த கம்பத்தினார் கோயிலை வந்து அந்த 108 தடவை நீங்கள் வந்து கண்டினியூஸாக சுற்றி வரணும்னா கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 3லேருந்து 4 மணி நேரம் ஆகும். அந்த 3லேருந்து 4 மணி நேரம் ஆகிறதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, உங்களுக்கு கவுண்டிங் வந்து மிஸ் ஆகிடக்கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக அம்மா என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அரளிப்பூவோ இல்லைன்னா வந்து ஏதோ ஒரு இலையோ வந்து கொடுப்பாங்க. அந்த இலையை என்ன பண்ணுவோம், ஒரு பையில் போட்டு ஒரு தடவை சுற்றி வரும்போது ஒரு இலையை வந்து நம்ம வந்து அந்த கம்பத்தினாருக்கு அந்த கோபுரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி நாங்கள் வந்து அர்ச்சனை பண்ணுவோம். பண்ணிவிட்டு 108 வாட்டியும் நாங்கள் வந்து கண்டினியூஸாக சுற்றி வருவார். சுற்றி வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் கடைசி இலை முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறம் கும்பிட்டு மறுபடியும் வந்து கோவில் உள்ள மூலவரெலாம் பார்த்துட்டு அப்புறம் ரிட்டர்ன் வந்து வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் வந்து சாப்பிடவே செய்வார். ஸோ 6ஆவது நாள் முடிக்கும்போது அந்த 108 தடவையும் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அதுக்கு முன்னாடி எத்தனை தடவை அவர் சுற்றிருந்தாலும் அதில் கணக்கில் எடுத்துக்கலாம். மறுபடியும் வந்து 6ஆவது நாள் 108 தடவை வந்து அந்த கம்பத்தினார் கோயிலை வந்து சுற்றி வருவார். அந்த கம்பத்தினார் கோயிலில் வந்து என்ன ஒரு மகிமைனா, அந்த கோயிலை வந்து எவ்வளோக்கு நீங்கள் நல்லா சுற்றி வரணும், உடம்புல ஒரு நோய்கள் வந்து வராது. அது வந்து அந்த கம்பத்தினார் அந்த சன்னிதிக்குள்ள ஒரு ஸ்பெஷல் பவர். அந்த 108 தடவை சுற்றிட்டு அந்த கந்த சஷ்டி கவசம் வந்து நாங்கள் வந்து வீட்டுக்கு அதே மாதிரி வந்து கந்த சஷ்டி கவசமும் கந்தர் அனுபூதியும் பாடி அதை வந்து முடிப்பாங்க. ஸோ 6 நாள் வந்து இது ரொட்டீனாக நடக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எங்கள் வீட்டு பக்கத்துலேயே வந்து எங்கள் கம்யூனிட்டிக்கும் சைவ வேளாண் கம்யூனிட்டிக்கும் சொல்லி குமர் கோவில்னு சொல்லி ஒரு கோவில் ஒன்று இருக்குது. அந்த குமர் கோவில் தான் வந்து காலையில் 4 மணிக்கு பெரிய கோவிலேருந்து யானை வந்து குமர் கோயிலேருந்து தீர்த்தம் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு பெரிய கோயிலுக்கு போயிட்டு பள்ளி எழுச்சிக்கு தீர்த்தம் கொடுப்பாங்க. ஸோ அந்த யானைக்கு இங்கே வரும்போது என்ன பண்ணுவோம், நாங்கள் குமர் கோயிலுக்கு வந்துடுவோம். நாங்கள் வந்து குமர் கோயில் வந்துட்டுன்னு அந்த அர்ச்சகர் என்ன பண்ணுவார், கரெக்டாக கதவெல்லாம் திறந்து வைப்பார். யானை பெரிய கோயில் யானை வரதுக்காக கதவை திறந்து வச்சு நாங்கள் உள்ளே போயிட்டு நாங்களும் அந்த கோயிலுக்குள்ளே ஒரு கிணறு ஒன்று இருக்கும். அந்த கிணத்துல தண்ணி சேர்ந்து கொடுப்பாரு. தண்ணி சேர்ந்து கொடுத்தோன்னா அந்த தண்ணியை வந்து யானை எடுத்துகிட்டு போகும். ஸோ காலையில் வந்து வீட்டுக்கு பக்கத்தில் ஒரு குமர் கோயில் இருக்கும், குமர் கோயில் போவோம். அது முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறம் பள்ளி எழுச்சிக்கு வந்து கோவிலுக்கு போவோம். கோவிலுக்கு பள்ளி எழுச்சி முடிச்சுட்டு அப்படியே வந்து கம்பத்தினார் கோயிலையும் சுற்றிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நாங்கள் வீட்டுக்கு வருவோம். வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டு பாலும் பழமும் சாப்பிட்டு அது அப்படியே ஸ்கூலுக்கு வந்து கிளம்பி போயிடுவார். திரும்பி வந்து மறுபடியும் வந்து கம்பத்தினார் கோயில்லையோ இல்லை குமர கோவில்லையோ தான் எங்களுடைய அந்த நெக்ஸ்ட்டு ஒரு சர்டன் 3-4 ஹவர்ஸுக்கு நாங்கள் வந்து விளையாடுறமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அங்கே தான் வந்து விளையாடுவாங்க. இதில் என்னென்னா அந்த தெருவில் இருக்கிற எல்லா பசங்களும் வந்து வீட்டில் வந்து இல்லைன்னா அவங்க டைரெக்டாக எங்கே போனால் கோவிலில் போய் தேடுவாங்க. கோவிலில் வந்து பசங்க இருப்பாங்கன்னு சொல்லி நேராக கோவிலில் வந்து கூட்டிகிட்டு போவாங்க. அந்த ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் லைஃபே வந்து எப்படி எங்களுக்கு வந்து அமைச்சு கொடுத்தாருன்னா அந்த சுற்றி இருக்கிற கம்யூனிட்டி பீப்புள் வந்து கோவிலையும் கோவில் சார்ந்த ஒரு தொழிலையும் அதேமாதிரி கோவிலை சார்ந்த ஒரு வாழ்க்கையும் வாழ்ந்து அதை வந்து அவங்க மட்டும் வாழ்ந்தது இல்லாமல் அதை வந்து அடுத்த சந்ததிக்கு கொடுத்து அவங்க வந்து அதை கொடுத்ததை மானிட்டர் பண்ணாங்க. நாம் வந்து அவங்க வந்து செய்கிறாங்களான்னு சொல்லி மானிட்டர் பண்ணாங்க. அவங்க செஞ்சதில் நாங்கள் வந்து என்ன பேசுகிறோம் அதை வந்து திருத்தி எங்களுக்கு மறுபடியும் வந்து சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. அதை அடுத்த சந்ததிக்கு போகிற வரைக்கும் அந்த வந்து அந்த அந்த என்ன சொல்கிறதுன்னா ஒரு சின்ன எல்லளவு கூட அந்த பிழை வராமல் இருக்குது. ஒன்று கற்றுக் கொடுப்பாங்க, கிட்டேருந்து கற்றுக் கொடுப்பாங்க. உடலை வந்து எப்படி அடிக்கிறது, கோவில் மணி எப்படி அடிக்கிறது, இதெல்லாம் வந்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து கற்றுக் கொடுப்பாரு அந்த கோவிலில் இருக்கிற அந்த எங்களுடைய முன்னோர்கள். அப்போ என்னென்னா சாமிஜி என்ன பண்ணுவார்னா அந்த அபிஷேகம் பண்ணுற அந்த குருக்களுக்கு வந்து அவங்க வந்து அடுத்தடுத்த அபிஷேகத்துக்கு தேவையான பொருட்களை வந்து எடுத்து கொடுப்பாரு. நாங்கள் வந்து சின்ன பசங்கிறதால ஒருத்தருக்கும் வந்து ஒரு வேலை வந்து கொடுப்பாங்க. அபிஷேக பொருட்களை வந்து அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணி வைக்கிறது, அப்புறம் அபிஷேக பொருட்களை வந்து எடுத்து கொடுக்கறது, அதுக்கப்புறம் கோவிலில் மணி அடிக்கிறது, உடல் அடிக்கிறது, அப்புறம் கோவிலில் வந்து பெருக்கிறது, கழுவுறது, இந்த மாதிரி வந்து கோவில் சார்ந்த ஒரு வாழ்க்கை நடைமுறையை எங்களுக்கு வந்து உள்ளுக்குள்ளவே வந்து எங்களுக்கு வந்து பழக்கப்படுத்துகிறாங்க எங்கள் ராஜமுறை தாத்தாவும் எங்கள் கம்யூனிட்டியில் இருக்கிற அந்த முக்கியமான பெரியவர்களும். அப்புறம் அந்த 6 நாள் அந்த கணபதி அந்த கந்தசஷ்டி விரதம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா வீட்டில் இருக்கிற எல்லா லேடிஸும் வந்து இருப்பாங்க. எங்கள் சித்தி, அம்மா, பாட்டி, அவன் 2 பாட்டிங்க இருப்பாங்க. எல்லாரும் வந்து அந்த கந்தசஷ்டி விரதம் இருப்பாங்க. கூடவே வந்து பகவானும் வந்து இருப்பார். இதில் என்ன ஒரு விஷயம்னா அந்த 6 நாள் முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறம் மறுபடியும் வந்து எப்போ இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு எனர்ஜியான ஒரு டியூரேஷன் எப்போ வரும்னு நாங்கள் வந்து பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. ஐப்பசி முடிஞ்சு மார்கழி வரும்போது மறுபடியும் அந்த 30 நாளும் இதை வந்து இந்த ரொட்டீன் வந்து வேறு ஒரு விஷயத்துக்காக அந்த 30 நாள் இதே ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து தொடரும். லைஃப்பில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த 365 நாளில் 360 நாள் ஏதாவது திருவண்ணாமலை ஏதாவது ஒரு கோவிலில் வந்து நம்ம பெரிய கோவில் வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு விசேஷம் வந்து இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்கும். அப்போ கோவிலை சார்ந்த ஒரு வாழ்க்கையே வந்து இருந்ததுனால எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் நிறைய ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கு எங்களுக்கு வந்து நேமே தெரியாமல் அதை அவ்வளோ செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் நாங்கள். சூரசம்ஹாரம் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா கடைசி நாள் 6ஆவது நாள் வந்து கோவிலில் பெரிய கோவிலில் வந்து செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அப்போ பெரிய கோவிலில் செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணும்போது எங்களை வந்து தனியாக விட மாட்டாங்க. ஏன்னா க்ரௌடு வந்து ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தின்றதுனால எங்களும் தனியாக விட மாட்டாங்க. எங்கள் தாத்தா வந்து கூட்டிகிட்டு போவார். தாத்தா வந்து ஒரு விஐபி கேட்டதுனால ஃபுல்லாக எங்களை கொண்டு போய் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, பெரிய பெரிய மாடம்லாம் இருக்கும் கோவிலில் வந்து, அதனால் அந்த மாடத்தில் ஏற்றி விட்டுருவாங்க. நாங்கள் அங்கேருந்து அந்த சூரசம்ஹாரம் பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்லி அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா நம்ம குமர கோவில்லையும் வந்து சூரசம்ஹாரம் பண்ணுவாங்க. அது வந்து எங்கள் கம்யூனிட்டி டெம்பிள்ன்றதுனால அது வந்து அது கிட்டேருந்து நாங்களே எல்லாமே அலங்காரம் கூட கிட்டேருந்து அவரே வந்து பண்ணுவார். அந்த துணி சுற்றி கொடுக்கறது, அப்புறம் அபிஷேக சாமான் எடுத்து கொடுக்குறது, இதெல்லாம் வந்து பண்ணி அவரும் வந்து என்ஜாய் பண்ணுவார்.
Now, we can also witness Swamiji making Subramanya Yantra in sacred ash, demonstrating one of the spiritual practices done during the Skanda Shashti Vrata.
Nada. Sorry, this the upside is Bindu, downside is Nada. This is Kala. Nada Bindu Kaladi Namo. This is the Sakshi Tattva. Avaran. And Astra. முருகன்றதால வேல் முதல்ல சூல சைடில். This is the Avarana, the Rudraksha, Vibhuti. Avarana, Ayuda, Akshara. Vasiya, Mohana, Stambana, Vidveshana, Agarshana, Ucharana, Vedana, Marana. Dharmaya, Vairagya, இது வந்து கேள்வி நம்ம பத்தமா இருக்கும் மேல ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த ஊதி பிரசாதம் எடுத்துட்டு வர நானே பிளஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் பிரசாதம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இந்த ஊதி விஷயம் பண்ணுறது பிரசாதமாக இருக்கும். அது அத்தியானம் அழகாக பிடிச்சி ரெண்டு பக்கம் பிடிச்சி வச்சுக்கோ. சயின்ஸ் ஆஃப் யந்த்ரா. All the Subramanyas, Anga Devata, Avarana Devata, everything is installed in that. All the energies are installed in that through the line drawings. So this is the cartoon of Subramanya. So Subramanya's energy will be radiated in this with a particular mantra. That Vibhuti will completely infuse with Subramanya's energy with this chanting now, and energy is in process. So if the Vibhuti is distributed and applied, the Subramania's grace will be on that person. You see 71 corners will be there. For Devi 43 triangle. For Subramanya 71 corner. If you count, you will see 71 corners will be there. Mainly this yantra will create the Subramanya's energy and take people out of fear and destroying enemies. Chatru Samhara. And I infuse the energy of Ashtasiddhi, Ashtakarma in that. Ashtasiddhis, Lahima, Karima, Mahima, Prapti, Shitvam, Vashitvam and all that. Ashtakarma means Vasyam, Stambanam, Mohanam, Agrushnam, Vidveshanam, Bedanam, Maranam. These are the Ashtakarmas. There's one more. Vasyam, Mohanam, Stambanam, Bedanam, Vidveshanam, Agrushanam, Ucharanam, Maranam. Means these are the 8 powers. Extraordinary powers. You can just mesmerize anybody, or you can just create romance in anybody towards anybody. See, mesmerizing only towards you. Creating romance in somebody towards somebody, or towards you. That is the second power. And Vedanam, make them mad. Completely imbalanced. Ucharanam, make them completely agitated. Vidveshanam, they do not know what for they are functioning. Vidveshanam. Agrushanam, giving them tremendous power to be successful. Agrushanam. Ucharanam, again, giving them the tremendous intelligence for strategy planning. Agrushanam is physical power, Ucharanam is mental power. Blessing them. Let you have Ucharanam to do what you want. Maranam, finishing it off completely. These are the 8 extraordinary powers. Subramanya plays with that powers. So, he is surrounded by the Ashtama Siddhis. See, Ashta Siddhis do personal seva. Ashtakanmas do the outside seva for him. Means like without touching the body, any seva is done. It is a second level service. Like a security and all that. So that second level service is done by the Ashtakanmas. First level service is done by Ashtasiddhis.
It is now time to prepare ourselves to be in Upanishad with His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us now make a conscious decision to be in the space of deep feeling connection with the simple integrity with Swamiji. That we are here, open and available to receive the revelations of Paramashiva. Let us chant the Mahavakya initiated by Swamiji. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Nithya Nityananda Nityapurishwara Nityananda 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 Nityapurishwara Nityananda Nityapurishwara Nityananda 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 अरुणाचलेश्वर आनंदमय रूप गंगजटाधर ओंकारं भव अरुणाचलेश्वर आनंदमय रूप गंगजटाधर ओंकारं भव परमनित्या दुस्तर भवसागर धरणं परमनित्या दुस्तर भवसागर धरणं नादस्वरूप नित्यानंद नागभूषण नादस्वरूप नित्यानंद नागभूषण करुणा सागर दीननाद नित्यानंद रूप परम कृपा करुणा सागर दीननाद नित्यानंद रूप परम कृपा नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंद नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंद 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 सर्वोत्तम गुण सुरमुनि वंदित सर्वजनाश्रय नित्य सद्गुरुदेव सर्वोत्तम गुण सुरमुनि वंदित सर्वजनाश्रय नित्य सद्गुरुदेव करुणानिधे तुम मेरे प्राणदाता करुणानिधे तुम मेरे प्राणदाता सद्गुरुदेवा नित्यानंद सर्वधर्म प्रिया सद्गुरुदेवा नित्यानंद सर्वधर्म प्रिया करुणा सागर दीननाद नित्यानंद रूप परम कृपा करुणा सागर दीननाद नित्यानंद रूप परम कृपा नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंद नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंद 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 Nithyananda. जगदीश्वर कलियुग अवतार भक्त जनों के तुम नित्य परिपालक. ओम जगदीश्वर कलियुग अवतार भक्त जनों के तुम नित्य परिपालक. भव बंधन से दूर करो तुम, भव बंधन से दूर करो तुम. पावन पुरुष नित्यानंद पाप विमोचन, पावन पुरुष नित्यानंद पाप विमोचन. करुणा सागर दीननाद नित्यानंद रूप परम कृपा. करुणा सागर दीननाद नित्यानंद रूप परम कृपा. नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंदा, नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंदा. नित्यानंदा 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 नित्यानंदा. नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंदा, नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंदा. नित्यानंदा 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 नित्यानंदा. नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा.
The Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sarvavarityagis.
Nithyananda.
Om Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasamaramba Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sarvavarityagis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas e-Gurukul students and Kailasas NHU students, Kailasas ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras, Paramashivaganas, Paramashivoham Season 11 participants. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Mind is a mechanism built in you by the society to constantly drive you as it wants. Anyone unclutches to the level where the faulty mechanism called mind inserted into you by default stop triggering you, instigating you, lives in the state of Paramashiva. Let me repeat. Listen. Mind is the faulty mechanism inserted into you by default by the human society to trigger you, to drive you as it wants constantly. Anyone who decides to unclutch to the depth, to the level, society cannot trigger you anymore. It cannot trigger you anymore. It cannot drive you crazy anymore. It cannot constantly instigate you in the direction it wants you anymore. That level of unclutching makes you manifest the state of Paramashiva. Now, listen intensely, sincerely. I'll give you the complete truth as it is. Listen intensely, sincerely. See, if there is a fact and you are informed otherwise, for an example, there is a green light, but you have been told there is red light. It's called lie, false information. But even the evidence provided to you, whether to prove something is a fact or false, truth or lie, that itself is anitya. That itself does not have the sanctity of time. That itself does not have its independent existence. The whole thing the concept given to you, there is a green light. The fact, the statement given to you, there is a green light. And the evidence provided to you, there is a green light. It may be fact, it may be false, it may be truth, it may be lie, but the whole thing does not have its existence on time. Realizing that, and waking up from the Maya. I'll try to give you some more example. Listen. You spend literally your whole life only to dig out whether something is true or false, fact or lie. If you have been told, hey, there is a green light, and actually there is a green light, that's all. You don't go more than that. Or if there is a red light and you have been told as green light, you think, oh, I have been lied. That's all. Your whole life is this simple binary of truth, false, fact, or lie. Very superficial. But understand the idea given to you, there is a green light. And the witness or the evidence provided to you, there is a green light. And the eyewitness who has seen and tells you, yes, there is a green light. And your perception, idea of green light. The whole thing is delusion. Life is a prank played on you by Maya. Wake up. Understand? This whole thing is a prank played on you by Maya. If you have seen the prank shows, how the end of the prank, the fellow who was pranked wakes up and, oh God, the whole thing is a prank. Exactly same way. When I unclutched myself, I woke up. Oh God, this whole thing is a prank. I'll tell you. When you unclutch, you realize this whole thing is a prank. Use this time of pralaya, pandemic, to realize this whole thing is prank. I'll give you one incident from my life. My cousin brother, he died when I was young. He was not just cousin brother. You see, actually in Tamil, we don't have two words for biological own brother and cousin brother. Even in the language, there is only brother, one word. Because the lifestyle is a joint family. The idea, only the kids born for your father and mother are your brothers, and kids born for your Periyappa and Periyamma, means the aunt and uncle, are not your own brothers. The idea I learnt only after coming to West, when I started learning this word cousin brother. Till then we don't have Neither we have that word in Tamil, nor we have that idea in the family. Joint families means it's always like brother, brother, that's all. Mentally, I never had the separation from the kids who are born to my father, mother, and the kids who are born to my uncles and aunt. All are equal in the family and even in the relationship. There's no priority. There's no priority that the kids who are born to my father, mother are more loyal to me, near to me, or dear to me, or I should be more loyal to them. All that idea doesn't exist in joint families, especially the Hindu joint family system. This kid, my elder brother, means actually cousin brother, not born to my father and mother, my father's elder brother's son. His name was Srinivasan. He died. He died in an accident. He fell into the village well. In village, whenever there is summer vacation, we go to our relative's house, usually which will be just nearby villages. He died. I will project his photo. It was a strong shock for me because he was not just my brother, he was my first secretary, I should say. In a way, my first assistant who used to continuously serve me, whether plucking flowers for my puja or standing as a security guard while I am doing puja. You see, the house in which I was born and brought up is a large joint family house. The kids will be running around hither and thither, screaming, jumping, shouting. One will do one in the hall itself, one will do two in the hall itself, one will be rolling on that, and the dog will run on that. It's like a large joint family house. So whenever I am doing puja, kids should not come and fall on me. So he is my first security. My brother is my first security. He will stand next to me like a bodyguard. So nobody comes and falls on me while I am doing puja. And nobody should switch on the fan when the light is lit for my puja. See, in village, those days that fan, it will run like a generator. The sound it will create. And these old ladies, my grandmother and their elder sister, all of them, when they come and rest, they will switch on that fan and it will start. It will be like a generator, the sound created. Not only that, if you switch on the fan, that lamp I lit for the puja will be blown away. So he will stand there and make sure nobody switches on the fan till I finish the puja, and nobody jumps on me while I am doing puja. He used to be such good protection for me. Maybe that punya, he completed all his karmas. He used to be deaf and dumb. And from my own perception, I feel he is one of the Siddha who came to planet Earth and just to serve me. After he completed, exhausted his karmas and his task of completing and protecting me and grooming me for certain years, he decided to leave the body and left the body. That's what is my perception. He used to be too close to me, too sweet and too close, and very brilliant, extremely brilliant. When he died, I could not handle it. It was too much. I went to Ram Surat Kumar, my guru. I tell you, blessed are those who have gurus to take care and protect during the crisis of life. Just few days before, one of my disciple. She messaged that her father and mother are having fever and they are testing them for corona. I said, nothing doing, no corona, don't worry, I'll take care. She messages after a day, no, Swamiji, doctors have confirmed it's corona positive. I said, no, relax. I'm saying I'll take care and tell them to test again. Naturally, the next test came corona negative within few hours. Listen, whether I cause a miracle or not, having the feeling connection with the Guru is the greatest miracle you will experience in your life. Having the feeling connection with the Guru is the greatest miracle you will experience in your life. It's not that I went to Ram Suratkumar and immediately Ram Suratkumar revived that child. No. But he gave me the realization. He speaks very less words. Very few words he will speak. He held my hand for a few minutes. And as usual, his beedi and cigarette. In one hand, and my hand, another one hand. He's such an amazing being. Always he will smoke, but I've never smelled the smoke smell even once in his presence. Hey, all these are not lies. Some of these trolls are abusing. Hey, listen, I want to tell all the trolls. You stop all your abusal, attack, everything just with me. Don't go to my gurus. Don't go to my Guru Parampara. Listen, there are thousands of people who are witness for what I am claiming. Now I am claiming these 4-5 statements. 1. Yogi Ram Suratkumar, whether he smokes beedi or cigarette, never there will be smoke smell in his presence, even though he continuously smokes. Anyone, before trolling this statement, go and talk to disciples. Hey, it is not that I am the only disciple of Ram Suratkumar. There are thousands of people who are witness for this whole Tiruvannamalai. Go and talk to anyone in the street. They would have experienced the presence of Ram Suratkumar, Bhagavan Yogi Ram Suratkumar, physical presence at least few times in their life. Because he used to be sitting all the time outside the temple, in public. He lived a life on the streets. There are thousands of people who have seen what I am saying, who have experienced what I am saying. Go and talk to them before trolling my gurus, before abusing my gurus, before attacking my gurus. Say, stop all your anger, vengeance, violence, attacking, trolling, everything in my level. Don't go to my guru's level. That is too much. I am claiming. Maybe I'll tell my autobiography team in Tiruvannamalai, go and talk to many disciples of Bhagavan Ram. Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. If you are able to see me, hear me, please wave your hands. If you are able to see me, hear me, please wave your hands. Sorry for the technical glitch. Yes. Listen. Understand. I'll now repeat from where the streaming has stopped. Listen. Bhagavan Ram Surat Kumar is the incarnation of Paramashiva, walked on planet Earth. These few statements I am claiming about him. One, never anybody smelled smoke or the smell of the bidi or the cigarette he used to smoke. That's the first statement. It's not that I am the only witness for this. Thousands of people are there who are witness for this. The autobiography team sitting in Tiruvannamalai should go and talk to his disciples, devotees, followers, record the statements of their experience and publish it. So, we establish the authenticity of what I am claiming. One. Second, he used to exhale the smoke through eyes, nose, ears, all the different parts of his body. This is a second statement I am making. This also we have enough witness, eyewitness. Third, he used to inhale and he will put his hand on his dog, pet dog. I have seen multiple times that dog will exhale. I am making this statement very responsibly. Understand? There are multiple eyewitnesses even for this statement I am making. How much this world is true, that much this statement I am making is also true. There is a space where this whole world is Maya, then at that space this statement also is Maya. But how much you and me are true, that much this statement is true. Now, let me give you this one more understanding. Trolling me, commenting on me, all these are different. But trolling my gurus or disrespecting my Guru Parampara in any way, anyone trolls, disrespects my Guru Parampara, accumulates too much of bad karma. So it is now up to them. Anyhow, let me come back to this statement. Blessed are those who have Guru during the crisis of your life. So one of the big crises I faced in my life is my own brother's death. Means my cousin brother, his death. I went to my Guru, Ram Surat Kumar. He held my hand. He didn't speak. He was just smoking his bidi and cigarette and held my hand. But I could see very clearly He was raising my consciousness. At one point, he just pressed my hand. I'm projecting a photograph of Yogi Ram Surat Kumar with one of his dogs. He had many dogs. This is one of his dogs. At one point, he just pressed my hand. And uttered the word, Kootuda. Means the whole thing is Leela. I tell you. I literally saw this idea of birth, life, death, everything is just Leela. Listen. I literally saw the idea of birth, life, death, everything is Leela. See, my brother died, cousin brother died, is a fact. But it's ultimately the whole idea of life, birth, death, everything is false. So this is a delusion. I just woke up. This whole idea of birth, life, death is a prank. It is just a prank played on us by Maya. Listen. Listen. Listen.
समस्तगणनायक
Sorry for the technical glitch. Last 3-4 days we are having this little difficulty. Satsang is again and again getting disturbed. We are fixing it. We will fix it in maybe today. So we'll have long satsangs, continuously unbroken. Now with this, I bless you all. The essence of today's satsang, unclutched to the level you go beyond the delusion and be established in the state of Paramashiva. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामला पीठारूढ श्री